going on, everybody? Welcome back to our channel. I'm Bex.
And I'm Carly.
And we're bringing you content designed to unlock your mindset and your actions to be limitless. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe and turn on the bell notification if you want to see all of our content and videos. And don't forget to get interactive with us. Reach out to us personally if you want to see us cover any topics.
All right then, so today's episode, we're going to be covering lockdown impact. So how has lockdown impacted us and some tips coming out of it, and then what we plan to do with our channel and our company Be Limitless coming out of lockdown. All right, so how has lockdown personally affected you then, Bex?
So I would say right now I'm in a good space. Like I'm in a space where I'm enjoying it. I like the free time. I like the quietness and none of the hustle and bustle. However, in the beginning, I would say first like 3 to 6 months, I was struggling because I was just locked up in a room. That's basically how it felt. But I really started to just try and think bigger and understand why we're in lockdown. And I also started to create, a couple of groups that would just focus on positive content and some challenges that just make you think more positive, basically, and not dwelling on the situation that I was currently in, right? But yeah, I can't lie, I am absolutely so excited about coming out of lockdown. How about yourself?
Yeah, I can't wait as well. But then you're hearing a lot of countries are going back into it. Like France have, Germany gave a little hint of it. They're apparently now, Angela Merkel has said no, they're not going to do it for Easter. So it is a little bit worrying, but I know we're also a lot further ahead on the vaccine program. So I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, for me, it was funny. So for me, the first lockdown, I was like, right, watch this. I'm going to go hard. So I bought a home gym. Yeah. Watch how I'm going to train. I'm going to come out a monster, like beast mode. And I trained so hard, everything. And we had that little break, came out. And then we went into the second one. And I was just like, all right, let's go again. I'll try. But I couldn't get back into it. I really couldn't. And then the third one, and it's just not been the same. And obviously the CrossFit Open's on at the moment. So that's kind of impacted my training. I'm okay. I'm happy with where I am sitting at the moment. But I know if I'd been going as hard as I had in the first lockdown, I probably would have been in a better position. So that's frustrating. But I think overall for me, the most impactful things, I used to go to my mum's house every Sunday to see my parents, which obviously I haven't been able to do. And then it's just, for me, it's just training really. Obviously there's other things I do that I'm not currently doing, but the biggest things I miss is doing that with seeing my parents on the weekend, and then with training. Obviously I have to train 6 days a week, twice a day on some days, and I can't do that now. Training from home is not the same.
Yeah, you know what? I was just having this conversation today as well, and I said, like, I'm never going to be the person that goes out running or jogging. It's just never going to be me. I don't even like doing classes in the gym, so why am I going to do a class at home? Like, do you get what I'm saying? And I know you have to change your mindset and adapt to your situation, but for me, it's the gym, because it's not just about going to the gym and being fit and all that. It's the environment, it's the clanging of the weights, it's the saying hello to people, it's the smell, the environment and all of that type of stuff. That's what I love about the gym, like, because I wouldn't say I totally enjoy training and feeling sore the next day. Like, for me, that's not something that I love. I know some people, they love that feeling of being, oh, my muscles are hurting. I don't like any of it. I don't like any of that process, but I do like to be in the gym. So I would definitely agree with that. And also like not being able to see my family. I mean, I wasn't around my family like loads, but just the fact that you can't even see them is crazy. Like, I saw my brother in a picture the other day, and he's got like full facial hair and all this type of stuff that he never had before, and I was just like, what the hell? Like, I haven't seen your face in like God knows how many months, like, and it's just those little things, you know what I mean, like you just like start to miss and that. So I'm excited to be able to go and spend time with my family.
Wicked. No, absolutely, fingers crossed it goes to plan. So what are the current dates again? We've got a few dates for the UK coming up.
Yeah, so apparently on the 29th of March, you should be able to go and meet up with 2 households, up to 6 people. Businesses are supposed to be starting back up, like, you know, you don't have the stay at home rule, I believe, is ending on the 29th of March, and outdoor sports facilities should be opening up, which I just want to add, I am so upset because our football league has just been voided again. So yeah, so
you don't start the season till August, September again.
Yeah, exactly. And so we're doing a cup, but it's not the same. Do you know what I mean? So we might get maybe 4 or 5 games out of it, depending on how far we go. But yeah, you know, it's just frustrating. But at least we are still able to do a few things. And then we've got on the 12th of April, we're supposed to be having the non-essential retail opening up, which I know you're super excited about. Back training, exactly. Gyms are opening. I think as well, like zoos and drive-in cinema and that type of stuff. So at least we'll be able to get out and about. I'm super looking forward to going and getting treatment done getting a massage and this type of stuff, right? So yeah, that should be something that we should be able to do. And also another thing is funerals. You should be able to have up to 30 people, mourners there, which I know is for, you know, it's been tragic, this whole lockdown, right? So at least more people will be able to be there and in support.
Definitely. And then in June, when is it? June or something, they expect it to all be like...
So not before June the 21st, but everything, remove all legal limits on social contact. So like nightclubs and stuff should be opening back up as well. But, you know, there's been a few rumours, and I know there's not going to be a proper announcement, I think, until the 12th of April on travel. But apparently until the 30th of June or something, that is potentially to the 30th of June.
Yeah, I've heard about that. We'll see. But and then my key date, April the 17th, I get my eyebrows done again. So excited.
Mine's the 24th.
Listen. God. Every 2 weeks I get these bad boys done, and they haven't been done in months. Like, I cannot wait.
You know what? I had to do mine. I did mine the other day. I just had to tweeze them, man. I just had to like tweeze under here because I was like, I can't take it no more. They're still not done proper, but I felt a bit better. But yeah, man.
The little things in life.
Honestly, no, because you know what? Like, even just like on an everyday basis, I'll be honest, yeah. Like, I'm not really I get up and have a shower ready for work, but I wouldn't say that I do my hair. Like, today is pretty cool.
I don't do right? My hair. Like you say, I just jump in the shower. That's about it. Like, I can't be asked with it. Only if I know I'm leaving the house or something. Other than that, I'm just
well, how much better do you feel once you've done it, right? And that's a tip that I would say to everybody, right? Just coming out of the end of lockdown, we're still in lockdown, but really try to get ready, because I know there's still people on furlough, and you know, a lot of people are still at home. So if you're feeling down, I would say one definite tip is to definitely get up, have a shower, do your hair. If you're into makeup, do your makeup, and just groom yourself a little bit as best as you can, because it really does have an impact on how we feel.
Definitely. I know lately, the last couple of weeks, a few of us have started to go back in the office. So like on Mondays, we'll meet, and it's been so nice. Just being around other people. Plus as well with work, like, don't get me wrong, I agree that we're probably moving more to working remotely, because we've proved it can be done. But usually you have like team meetings and stuff, like maybe once a week. A couple of days in the office is nice, and it's so productive as well, where you can where before you might chime someone, send them a message or an email, you don't get a response back. You just get stuff done quickly because you're there with everybody and you can just smash it out. But it's been nice going back in the office. I definitely prefer it because I just feel more productive in the office. But luckily we're in a position where we can manage our time, so I'll probably do like 2 or 3 days in the office and a couple of days at home. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, I would definitely agree. And you know what, like in my role, because I have to deal with so many different people, one of my fears is that I'm not coming across in the way that I maybe would if I was in person. And really building those relationships in person, like in terms of, and that's just a selfish point, right? Just you know, talking about my work, but I just can't wait until we can, you know, really meet up with people and you go and have those coffee moments and the water cooler moments and all this type of stuff, right? And you can just bounce ideas, like you say, just straight away get a question, and there's no, it's just there and great.
But definitely, and I think with the return to work, that's going to be a key thing for everybody. And the key things in that is communication. So if you're a manager, you know, communicating with your team, understanding any concerns they have, needs they have. If you're not a manager, then speak to your company, understand, because there are going to be changes. You're going to be going back into the office, and it's not just going to be business as usual. You're probably going to have one-way systems. So like for us, you go in one entrance and you leave completely separate. You have to scan in, and every time you leave the building, you've got to scan out, where before you didn't have to do that. So it's like an extra scanning step. Obviously, they've got the temperature readers. There's one-way system throughout. There's the hand sanitizers on all desks. You've got to wipe down your keyboard, all that stuff. There's booths that we have now with screens, so they're all around you. So things are changing. So just understand that, speak to your manager, your company, hopefully in a position where they will allow you to ease in. Because it's going to be a lot, working from home for a year to now 5 days back in the office. Hopefully you'll have some sort of transition.
Yeah, absolutely. I would echo that. That's super important to speak to your manager, because like I remember when I went and did a week in the office a few weeks ago, and honestly I was it was difficult, and you know, like I really struggled. So, you know, for all the people that are in retail work, who are gonna probably more than likely be expected to go straight back into work as if they were just working as usual. Definitely, if you've got concerns, I would definitely say voice them. I know people are probably super excited to get back to work. Cool.
Another key thing then is social media. I'm not massively into social media, but it is very easy to look at social media and see, oh my God, look how well they're coping, or look how fun, look what they're now doing. You don't have to go all in. Even seeing your friends, you don't have to now all be partying, and just be mindful of that as well. As you are a group of friends, you might have one or two in your group that aren't still like comfortable socializing, and may still just say, hey, I don't want to meet up. Do you still mind doing Zoom calls and we gather like that? So just be a bit mindful of that. Don't get caught up in other people's lives. You know, Instagram is a highlight reel. It doesn't tell you everything. So don't feel like everyone else is having fun and you're missing out on stuff. Just take your time and go at your own pace.
Yeah, and on the back of that, just in terms of like updates from people and things like that, right? Like I just said about the June 29th or June 30th thing for the travel and the fine and all that. That could be seen as scaremongering or whatever it is. So always make sure that you're checking your data against reliable sources as well. Going on the Gov website and things like that. So don't like get caught up in that kind of whirlwind of what is going on social media, because a lot of things are fabricated or just speculation. So, you know, really just monitor how you're using your social media. I would say for sure.
Absolutely. And I know, like, I had a look on like mentalhealth.org and AXA Health. Some of the things they were saying as well, you know, a lot of people are going to be facing some fear and anxiety about the life in general changing. Are you feeling comfortable in public? So it's just controlling what you can control, pacing yourself, varying routines, and like I said already, talking to work, because I know a lot of people have really struggled with this lockdown. I know I've kept myself super busy, but I personally know people who have struggled in the mental health side of things during the lockdown.
Yeah, and I would just say, like, for me personally, I've like suffered with, you know, depression, anxiety, and coming out of lockdown is actually quite an anxious thing, because it's like you're going back to that hustle and bustle of the life, right? So really ease yourself in. You don't, just because things are open, it doesn't mean that you have to run out there and follow what everybody else is saying, like you just said. Another thing is just really trying to get on point with your mindfulness before we leave lockdown. All of the routine that you might have built up over lockdown, don't let it fall by the wayside. You've built up so much resilience, you've built up so much confidence in yourself. So don't let that slip. Try and keep some of your routine that you've got in lockdown, the good parts of it. Try and keep that going when you're coming out of lockdown, for sure. You are what you consume, and that's not just your food, but that's your your mind and things like that, right? So be around positive information, be around positive people as much as possible. And really just be grateful for what you have, and just try and keep that hope and that light within inside of you as well.
Absolutely. So, plans for us coming out. So one of the things we wanted to do with this channel, we actually wanted to, and where we're going to take it is more actually bringing people in from areas, entrepreneurs, completely different industry, different spaces, but also get into their work environments. So we see a lot of people who will interview people and just kind of ask them about how they got there, what they do, etc. But we want to really delve into their world and show you as well. So we're really looking forward to be able to come out and be able to go into people's workplaces so you can truly understand their sort of day-to-day.
Absolutely. I'm super excited about that part, and I know that was a great idea that we have. You basically had that idea back in 2018, I would say. And so I'm excited that we're eventually going to be bringing that to life. How cool is it going to be when we get to go and interview someone who works in a science lab, or go and interview someone that is, I don't know, works something to do with space, or I don't know, a boxer, right? Yeah, whatever it is, and we're getting punched in our face, and then we have a couple of questions or whatever it may be. We really want to bring these stories to life, not just sitting down. We will obviously have that part, but we want it to show people, because there might be some aspiring teachers or aspiring whatever it is that you may be interested in. And we really want to just bring those stories to life.
100%, because we always see the famous people, the people who are the super rich, but not everybody wants to be that. So we want to really just go through different industries, different walks of life, and people you can connect with more. I think it's easier to connect with people as well who you don't feel are so far out of your reach. It's all steps. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that.
And so don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. And look, if you have come across our video and you thought, oh, you know what, we might actually like to feature on your channel, or we wouldn't mind you showing you guys around, what we do for a living. We're pretty successful, we're in management, we're in, senior leadership, or whatever it may be. We would love for you to get in contact with us, and we'd love to bring your story to life. Show us how you got there. Show us the challenges and how you overcome them. How you overcame them. So awesome. We're super excited.
Cool. So on that note, the quote of the day then is, it's up to you today to start making healthy choices. Not choices that are just healthy for your body, but healthy for your mind. That's Steve Maraboli.
So with that being said, we're at the end of our episode, and we'll see you next Friday. Peace.